The devil's plan is simple. He wants to make sin look cool and to make righteousness look weird. He wants to change the idea of good and he wants to change the idea of evil. He wants to switch their places. He wants to make good evil and he wants to make evil good. He's the father of propaganda. He wants to twist the moral laws of society, the laws that God set. He wants to bring disgrace to God's name. And now for many of you now, you're probably thinking, how is it possible that he can turn evil to good and good to evil? How can he, with propaganda, make us to begin to hate what is good and begin to love what is evil? If you think it's impossible, then you are widely mistaken. Because it happens every single time you watch movies. Have you not noticed in movies how in season 1, the person that was the worst guy, the bad guy, in season 2 you began to support him? As a matter of fact, have you not seen the movies where part 1, the person that was committing crimes that you wanted to die, in part 2 when the person died you were crying? Because that bad guy, they were able to change the story to make the bad guy do something good and just made you completely forget that guy that you think is good was what did all the bad things and was basically the major crime boss in part 1. For those of you that don't understand what I'm saying, look at Avengers. Look at Avengers. The guy Loki, right, was the major guy, was the major bad guy in 1. But then when he died in Infinity War, many people were crying. But that was a bad guy. If human beings can construct a story to make you to begin to love the villain, the bad guy, the embodiment of of evil in the movie, then the devil can also do it. That's why you must be careful. Jesus said that you should keep watch and pray that you will not fall into temptation. For the spirit is willing and the flesh is weak. There's a parable that Jesus told. He said that the kingdom of heaven is like a man that planted corn, wheat in his field. And then he now went to sleep. When he went to sleep, the enemy came and sowed tears, came and sowed weeds. And then when the weeds started growing, the weeds appeared too. The weeds were not growing with the weeds. And then the farmer, the person under the owner of the house now asked the owner, he said that, sir, did we not plant wheat in this field? How did weeds appear? That's the same way. When you are sleeping, instead of keeping watch and praying like Jesus said we should do, when you are sleeping, when you begin to slack in your personal fellowship with God, you begin to sleep. And when you sleep, the devil will come and sow weeds in your life. Seeds are ideas. He will come and sow the wrong idea in your life. He will come and sow sinful, lustful ideas in your life. And then, as the good part of your life, as righteousness is growing in your life, so will sin be growing. And then one day, you will fall into sin and ask yourself, how did I fall to this sin? I was a pastor. I'm a man of God. People look up to me. I was a devoted Christian. What happened to me? It's because you started sleeping. You started slacking in your relationship with God. You stop praying. You stop reading the Bible. You started pushing it aside. An attack on your prayer life is a real attack. There is no void in the spirit. If you pour out a bottle full of water, air takes the place of the water. There is no void in the spirit. There is no void. So if you stop coming to God, you will be automatically going to the devil. If you stop reading your Bible and praying, stop allowing godly things to influence you, you are automatically giving yourself to the influence of ungodly things. By the people you stay around, the movies you watch, the places you go. Be careful who you hang around. Be careful what you watch. Be careful where you go. The places around you, your environment around you can influence your mind. What you watch can determine what you think. And what you think determines who you are. Who you are with can determine who you become. Be very, very careful. That's why, my brother, you must draw close to God.